Hey, this is Smith Welding. I'm Adam Niffen. I'm your host. Stroll around the shop with us. Check out what we got in here today. It's always fun and interesting. Cleaning those up. Air chisel. Jeremy's hard at work getting the rest of the rockers off. We got the fenders pulled, so that's where we're at. I'll show you some of the parts we got laying around the shop. We navel jellied these. We're going to put an encapsulator on those parts after sanding or wire wheeling the chrome. These are all pretty much ready to be wiped down and shot. Smoking tail lights and third light. Even though third light doesn't do anything. We'll smoke these fog lights gently. That way they blend in with the bumper inserts. Making the most out of a no room situation. We'll be back. Alright, so cursory preventative, they're off already. I told them we'd clean up the inside a little bit and use an encapsulator. Not the best on the market, though, let's be honest, there's no good encapsulator on the market. So we'll roll these over, and to get the textured effect we want, we're actually going to roll, I think. We may shoot it on, depends on whether or not I get up to the hardware store to get rollers. Let's see where we're at out here. Jeremy is getting uncovered enough. We're actually going to have to fabricate from here, from about here forward. Or maybe here forward, I don't know. We don't have that part of the rocker. We don't care. It needed to come off. It was rotten. So next will be getting it cut back far enough, see that? Right there. Next we'll be getting that cut back so we can come in with what we need. The doors have all been treated with rust remover. Let's have a side note on rust, folks. In the Midwest, in the Rust Belt, right on the ocean, you're not going to stop it. You're not going to prevent it. Any product that says rust preventative or stops rust or converts rust, it's a lie. All you can do is prolong the exposure period for complete entropy, really, for complete decimation of the vehicle. So what we're doing is we're giving a few more years to this truck. We're going to treat up inside. When we stitch it all back together, right there where we're welding, we'll use a weld-through primer, which is a corrosive protectant agent. There's only so much you can do. I can't guarantee this truck won't rust out in 5 years. You can't. Really the only ways about it is to strip all your mechanical and electrical, pull the chassis out from underneath the body and dip it, or sandblast it, or media strip it, and then go back all new. And even then the clock starts ticking. We've got great products nowadays, but there's nothing you're going to put on rust to just stop it and never have to worry about it again. I'll recant any statement I made on the past that might have alluded to as such. It would have been misspoken, but we'll get this old Ford knocked out. I'll show you some progress later.
Danny works today, doesn't he?
That, folks, is the clear coat for smoking. It amounts to 5 ounces of clear coat and hardener, 4 ounces of clear coat, 1 ounce of hardener, 1 ounce of 855 GM black, which is what we had on hand. Any base black, of course, works. You can tint it any color really you want, but black is the goal today. And then I put about 3 ounces of reducer in it, so it lays out, it flows out, it just looks like perfect glass when we're done. These are the components we're dealing with. These are your fogs that are in the front bumper cover. The front bumper cover is going to be all black. This will kind of blend everything in. Third light in the topper is not even hooked in, but it'll look right. If we do these without doing this, it'll look odd. We're going to go ahead and shoot this, and I'm going to give the camera to Jeremy, and we'll muffle our noises because we'll be masked up.
First coat going on. Second coat. We're going to let all that relax for right now before we put any more coats on. Number 3. This is reduced down so much right now. Like I told you, 5 total ounces of clear coat hardener, an ounce of paint, and 3 more ounces of fast reducer. Sets up real quick, and at the third coat you start seeing the buildup of the actual tint. This set, folks, I think we're going to call done. We get much darker than that, and you'll start impeding the light value. What most people want is where you can just see the red peeking through. That is another set of smoke lights. After all that, you still have that much left in the gun. What you doing, Jeremy?
Easy.
What is this stuff? Let's let the folks at home get in on what we're doing here.
Raptor liner?
Yeah, it's a 2K bed liner. It's got a hardener and the product. This is one of the better products I've personally used. Can you explain why we're actually rolling it, not spraying it?
Oh, it looks a little bit better. Get a little bit more uniform. Waste less.
Yeah. On this application, our owner Brad wants a lesser texture than if we were to spray it into the bed of the truck or on the object itself. If we use the shoots gun and shot this, it would be bigger clumps, more substantial, unless we cut it with thinner. This takes longer, but I think it's going to be a more reliable application for this, and it gives us the texture we need. Jeremy is applying the second coat to the front bumper, which we did find out was a Keystone bumper. It's a replacement part, which explains a lot as to why it's so much lighter than the rear bumper. It's lighter gauge material. So you just clump it on and roll it.
Thin it out, yeah. Well, the only way to do it.
When you get it all rolled out, folks, you'll take and pull the roller one direction to give it a uniform finish. This is our second. We're going to go so far as 3, maybe 4 applicated coats. I'm going to lean towards 4. I want to build the mills up. I want to build it up to almost over 1/16 inch thick. It's a good product. It's on a good substrate. Actually, I was bending over. I did the first coat on both and the second on the rear bumper and gave it to Jeremy because, well, my back fucking hurts. So there. And I hate him. He's waiting for, what do we got outside? Navel jelly?
Yep.
We got some navel jelly going on outside. I showed you where we've cut that all out. We got old Miller out, ready to go. So as soon as we can get all that prepped up, we're gonna encapsulate the interiors of those down so far, about that far away from where we're gonna weld, and the bottom flange on the inner rocker we're gonna leave barren. I'll hit all that with weld through primer to lend us some corrosion protection. We'll pop back in a little while. I just want to show you these bumpers in progress. 3 big old full coats. I think we're good, folks. We actually used all the product. Just so you know, 2 bumpers are 15 ounces, like this. 3 coats, rolled. It would have taken all of a quart to do it sprayed, and we would not have gotten that finish that we seek. With a $2.50 roller we throw away. See that glob? There we go. Lays it out. And now we inspect the work and make sure it's all uniform. And we just touch it with a wet roller. Boom. Texture we need. Let's move on to rust, repair, and welding. Alright, so these are going to get hit with Bulldog. Jeremy's going and wiping all the smooth plastic parts down with alcohol right now, wax and grease to remove it. We'll scuff these down with a red Scotch-Brite, and these down with a red Scotch-Brite, and then wipe them down with alcohol. All our black parts that we can take off the truck are now getting painted. We'll move on. Haha, I lied. You get to see me paint black. Everything here, we scuffed it with the red Scotch-Brite.